Hey guys, this is Hell Hades free to play 2024. Guys, we've hit the absolute jackpot. And we didn't expect it to happen. So we've actually got a clan v clan going on. We came out of the novice tournament and it was blank. And we were like, damn, we've actually missed a clan v clan, which is a shocker because you get tons of cool stuff for a new player in a clan v clan. Energy, chickens, the lot. We thought we weren't going to get it. I feel bad though for Syntex, because although we started a brand new clan, we haven't had anyone like push us up into high tiers or anything like that. We are all about to get Raphalos tomorrow, which means that our clan is going to earn an additional 900,000 points. Probably actually means it's bad for us as well, because it might mean that we push up into a higher tier, which we actually cannot deal with. But in this video, I'm going to talk you through some stuff that you should save for clan v clan, some that you shouldn't, and then also talk you through where I'm at on the free-to-play account and why I am still full shard yeeting. So we're going to go in for some shard luck right now, see if we can't get us a polka. Pulling shards through clan v clan is not bad because you get some points. But also, I do not have a wide enough roster yet to be on the kind of like, I'm hard saving shards for events. And Preserver is not going to help me get there. I need to get just a couple more epics or really good rares to help me out. And Sheet is not going to help me get there anyway, but decent amount of points for clan v clan, right? Another 1,100 points. Sheet is not the reason we hit the jackpot. Yeah, so what am I doing right now? A couple of things, really. I was prepping for clan v clan and at the same time, champion training. So basically, I've been just like hard leveling champions and getting myself really to the point where I'm going to have a couple more 5 stars. I want more 5 stars so that when Raphalos turns up, I level him, I 6-star him, and then I get him on the team. Like, he's my next guy that I'm really hard pushing for to get on the team. I was also hard pushing to get to level 40 because that unlocks for me Doom Tower, which we're going to try in this video as well. And then I've also just been enhancing some of my gearing a bit now that we've got an artifact enhancement event. So you can see here now, Kale's moved into 4-piece lifesteal, 2-piece perception gear, which means my accuracy is higher than it was even yesterday, and we can land more poisons on Clan Boss. I've also taken the Monk to 5-star to give him more base stats, and he's going to be a chicken before too long, but I'm on the lookout in the market or in my pools for more copies of the Monk. And the reason being is I can book the Monk just with other uncommons, and what do we get there? Fergist. Not really, but not terrible. Yeah, if we get more copies of the Monk, then that is just great. Just means that I can book him up without having to actually use books. And therefore, his abilities, mainly this one, I just want the cooldown here. 1 turn here can actually make me an extra couple of 100,000 damage on Clan Boss. But I don't have another copy of him yet. The other thing I've been doing is hard pushing missions. You'll see here I'm on defeat 50 champions in Classic Arena. I already went up to Gold 1. I did a video about this earlier where go from like Silver 4, where you can probably beat up or at least compete with half the board at least, to I've gone into Gold and nobody is fightable unless I get lucky and there is an easy defense like thank you, Sice 619. It's a fault with the game, massive fault with the game. And I'd imagine it's a massive frustration point for anyone who's coming in, honestly. But even now, you think, oh, maybe we've got a chance against this one-man arbiter team. But even this is dangerous. Like, okay, we're going to be good here. But, you know, like, you saw the Ultimate Death Knight at the top. You're probably thinking to yourself, why didn't you take him on? I think I'd probably lose that fight. He's the wrong affinity for my Kale. He's 6-star. He's got an okay team power. I guess we'll try it. It might be winnable, but I would assume that I probably will not win this. He'll just take people down one by one. He'll heal. He's got a lot of HP. Look at this. And unless my Kale does a number on him, I'm probably in trouble. And this is a one-man team. Imagine then people that decide they're going to fight the 4-man teams, which would be insane. Puts his heal on. Yeah, I knew this was a mistake. Unless we get maybe Deity going insane with extra turns or something. Don't know. We might just about win it, but it's very, very dodgy. It's a dodgy old fight. Okay, we probably are winning it. But yeah, this is like the best of the bunch. And the only way you get through this now is you either lose on purpose and go backwards into Silver 4, which I think a lot of players would do, by the way, if they understand the mechanics of what's going on, but they might not even understand what's going on, and in which case they just lose. Or, I am going to lose this fight. Or they get frustrated and just start fighting any old teams, which they just cannot beat. Yeah, and in the end, they probably just stop doing arena altogether. It's a massive problem, actually. And that is a big L for Team HH. So what you have to do is you have to be the most active player in the game. You just have to refresh. Basically, you know your defense is going to lose a ton. So all you can do is just pick your fights where they make some sense and try and push up further into gold, because you do find more one-man defenses where people are trying to like crash their rank. But honestly, it's a shocker. It's a shocker for players trying to enjoy raid. And I did a video on that, as I say, earlier on. But yeah, I'm hard focused on pushing through these missions now. At the same time, I am just farming food, and we're going to have a go at Doom Tower. Another reason why we hit the jackpot for level 40 is because at last the button's back, and I no longer have to spend hours of my day watching gear upgrade. I'm going to eat my silver, but we're just going to get the upgrades, and we can just move on with our lives. So you can see here, I can win this one. I can do this one easily. And we're on a bit of a run. We can actually go on a bit of an Arbiter mission run here and try and get some stuff done. It's saying stage 7 or higher. I'm already beating up stage 11, which is quite a nice place to be until you get to 13, just comfortably. So I don't know if super raids are going to work for what we want. What do I actually need to achieve here? Win 5. Oh yeah, just the artifact. So it should be fine. Super raids should be okay. You have to be careful. Some of these missions, it's like, do it so many times. I don't know if super raids work for that. So again, there's some kind of like quirky stuff that you need to watch out for. To make sure on my filters, I'm not selling 5-star gear. Don't mind it selling 4-star. I'm already at a point where I don't want it. And I'll let this run through, and we'll keep going with those Arbiter missions. Okay, so we're through that one. I will say, like, Ice Golem is a pain in the ass. If you do a couple of chunky hits in a row, you can get double slammed. It's really annoying. You really want a champion with AoE decrease attack to help your Ice Golem team, but I don't have that yet, so I actually dropped down a level just to make it easier and more consistent. We can see here we're just kind of like rifling through, getting 4-star gear at this point. Raid, update that please. Now we need to go into the potion keep for Arcane. Again, it's saying 7 or higher. I've already done stage 12 on this one, and probably I'll see how comfortable it is. I might even be able to go higher, so we can get that done and punch on a bit more. Yeah, 12 was super easy, so I'm going to try 13. It might be a bit of a pain point, honestly. We want the drop defense before the Kale nuke, but then you don't obviously get it back for the next wave, which is where it can, unless he cycles through pretty quick. I do have the freeze chance. I think if we get all champions into the boss, which we have quite easily, then we should beat this one as well, which will push me up another level on the leaderboards, because every time we beat a new level of a dungeon, it starts to kind of like ramp up our scores. If I just beat the previous level I've already beaten, it's not helping me for scores other than if I do it quicker. So there's like a juicy amount of points for beating something, and then there's a leaderboard kind of point scoring for how quickly you're doing it as well. But that doesn't kick in. The point scoring like that doesn't kick in until the end of each month. And it's a 3-month challenge. So, yeah, I don't know if I could have gone higher than that, honestly. I've gone higher. I don't really want to waste energy. We're going to go one. We'll try one more. I don't like wasting energy if I think it's like dodgy. And this one's getting towards dodgy now. Cycling turns will help. Should get a drop defense back really quick. Daithe's so fun. Like, already, I know that I want to get Rathalos as my next 6-star, but Daithe, I'm really keen to get it to a 6-star as well, because he's just a lot of fun. And he actually hits pretty hard for a drop defense champ. See, the boss starts to do a lot more damage now, and I don't have any support champions which actually keep me alive yet. I've got support champions that all boost my ways of doing damage, not anyone who's actually going to keep my team moving and keep my team alive. So that's something which I'm really hopeful for soon. You know, just someone that I can, half decent epic. If I got someone like a Rector Draft, wow, that'd be amazing. But yeah, this should be pretty comfortable as well. He is hitting us quite hard, but that is going to be in the bag. Stage 14 down. What's the affinity here? Oh, it stays the same. Yeah, I'm not going to beat 15. Okay, so 14 is good. 15 is better, but honestly, it's not until you get to 19 and 20 that you really get a good drop rate. So I think we just hold on 14. How many times do I need to do this? I've got a win greater one. So the higher I can go, the more chance I've got of getting what I want. I guess I'll carry on with that in a minute. Let's have a little look at our loot from Clan Boss. It's okay. Worth keeping those just for now. It's worth keeping for now as well. Maybe faction war champs. I have done a bit of work on my Clan Boss team, but not a lot. And by that, I mean I've given some more levels to the monk. I still need to find, obviously, is the way to book him. But him just throwing out these extra poisons and potentially staying alive for a bit longer is the way that he helps my team right now. Otherwise, it's the Kale show. There's nothing else going on other than Kale putting up poisons. And I do now have more accuracy on my Kale. Plus, I've got my accuracy lead. I showed that in a video yesterday, how much of a difference that can make. So, hoping that we could just punch out some good damage. But it's going to be a while until I get some really good damage. I don't have any decreased attack champions. I don't really have a team yet. It's just how much can Kale punch out by himself. So, yeah, a cheeky 2.7 mil, which 2 keying is getting me into the warrior chest. So, it's not great, but compare it to Odd One here. He's got decreased attack, poison, revive, drop defense, like damage reduction. There's a lot going on in terms of the comparison of Clan Boss teams. Mine is nowhere near where it needs to be right now, but that's just part and parcel of it. Don't forget, as soon as you can, get the refresh. You should be doing it. Like in between doing tasks, if you're trying to push up these arena ranks, just got to go out looking for it. That's on you. Unfortunately, that's the way the game has gone down. You can do the same with 3v3. I've already got 1,200 gold bars. And again, I'm just looking for easy fights. Just looking for people that set their kind of low bob defenses like this and like this. And like this. I can beat all 3 of these teams. And I've actually already got enough gold bars to either do the energy or do the shard. 300 energy is probably the better value here, but I'm going for the shard. It's Gamblers Anonymous time right now. Sepulchre would just be so massive, honestly. Well, Penitent was bad, but it actually does help me with this mission. Place a block debuff buff on a champion whilst doing Void. I'll try and get these type of things done whilst they're all still unlocked. Penitent, where are you? Is it this one? If I can get her there, which I think I can, stage 7, we should just nuke stage 7. And then we just need to make sure that she gets a go. Doesn't die. Close. Block debuffs. So I think I've got to do that twice, and then I do that challenge, which, I mean, it's just getting them out of the way. It's just getting things like that out of the way when you've got a champion that can actually do it. Spirit Host is a good one because she does it for your whole team, but sometimes you just got to do what you got to do. Don't go too crazy. I've got one more in that set to do, which is put heal reduction on stage 7 of this one. And then I actually get that full complement as well. And I do have Luria here. Who's got it on array 1 as a weird one. For some reason, my mouse is going crazy. I don't want to bring too much firepower in, honestly. Because again, level 7s, I'm just blowing them up. And this is just going to be like RNG. Do we land it or not? So again, we just take the side adds down. Give Luria a chance to try an A1. Maybe I bring less champions in would be better. So she's got on her A1 here a chance for heal reduction. Go on, land it. Oh, actually, she does heal. Maybe I've got a chance again. Maybe we get 2 bites at this one. Don't kill her. Hail, too strong. Double landed the decreased speed. This time drop defense. And again. Okay, we've done it. We're like, I don't know, maybe 15 attempts or something. Waste of energy, honestly. But sometimes it's best just to get those missions done and dusted. That should be that done. And then we get a nice shard. Maybe we're going to hit the jackpot on this one. And we've got a void shard coming up next. I can do it, do it, do it, do it, do it, do it. So I can do all of these and get a void shard as well, which is going to be super sexy. Straight in there. Sepulchre, are you sure? Did you come home? No. Who's this? Mark Stalker. Got buff, sleep. I mean, he's bad other than having the best chance to sleep someone in the game for like miles down the track. So as of right now, he's basically useless to me. Also, if I'm considering are they going to be useful for right now, I kind of want people with some sort of AoE hits, so at least they can help me with faction wars. But a single target dude like that, it's not helping me a lot at all. Like, not at all. Just keeping an eye out for my monks. Beautiful, bit more energy. So what we can do now, we can go back into what I was doing with the Arcane team. I think I actually have to beat stage 10s for these ones. Clear stage 10. So it can't be or higher. You actually need to go in for the actual stage and beat the actual stage. So we're going to do that quick. Okay, so the way I'm playing this here is I'm working between the two things. So I'm doing my Arcane, get that mission out of the way. I know that Dragon's coming soon. And I know that the challenge also talks about Dragon. So we're kind of doing the two things together. So I need to clear stage 8 for this mission, for that challenge. And then I need to clear stage 7 or higher for this one and get artifacts. So first thing I do is clear stage 8 once. And then I will move on to the higher level that I can actually farm and try and farm the artifacts. So I'm kind of like playing the two off against each other. Double bubble. Whilst also, getting some cool stuff along the way. Okay, so I was doing Dragon 13 in the end. Double whammied on Dragon. Got ourselves some Frost gear, which is pretty trash. Now we need to go and do Magic Keep. Again, stage 7 or higher. And we can double that up with beating stage... Is it Magic? Stage 10? Yeah, stage 10. So we can go stage 10 like this. Beat the two things at the same time. We're on a right old run today. So punching through a load of these. Got to get someone to level 5 of Ascension. There's quite a nice little tip here for that as well. Only 2 of these left. We're going to get those done. Yeah, so if you want to get someone to level 5 Ascension and you don't have someone ready to go. Yeah, so I've got no one close at the moment. The best one I could do is Dithy, but I don't have the resources to do it. So that would be really costly to go and find all of those things. I kind of need to do Dithy, so it wouldn't be the worst thing to do, but in terms of this stage of the game, it's not really a focus. You can actually grab someone who is super cheap like this and take them up. I would just need to farm some small pots, but that's a much cheaper way of doing it rather than going for someone like a Dithy where you need a whole load of the bigger pots, which I just don't have any of. So, I mean, the ideal would be if I took someone who was, let's say, green affinity or void affinity up to 5-star as my next kind of like chicken. So if I was to use Daywalker here and use him as food, which I might end up doing because he's kind of trash, then I could just level him to 5-star and then use him as the next chicken. I'm going to hold for now though, because I'm going to be doing food for the rest of the day anyway, but we can carry on going in the same vein. Probably get to the Sacred really by tomorrow easily, and I can get these 2 done as well pretty damn easily. In fact, I'm going to do these 2 now, get my Void Shard, pull that, and then we'll move on to a bit of Doom Tower. Okay, we got it done. We got it done. Beautiful amount of extra energy there as well. Do it, can do it, can do it. I think I can pretty much do all of these as well. Basically, I might be just a little bit short on a couple, so that's going to be a challenge again for tomorrow. I should have 2 Sacred Shards to pull tomorrow. Let's get a Void done. Who's the epics here? What's this epic all about? I know Madame Cerie is great, but I've kind of already got a champion doing something like that with Dithy. What's this champion? Where is she? Ayala Life Braid. This might end up being the support I need, maybe. Increase accuracy on all allies. It's kind of massive for an early account. Has a 75% chance of placing a sleep. It's okay. Block debuffs from your whole team and a heal by 30% of their max HP. Not bad for Clan Boss. 12% chance of activating an instant turn effect on this champion or an ally. Oh, yeah, I remember this one now. Yeah, interesting skill. Okay, yeah, we'll take one of those. I'll take one of those, thanks. Yeah, why not? Let's do that. Let's do it. One and done. Let's go. We'll take the epic. Ah, no. What did we get? What did we get? Vanguard. Decreased defense. Weak, weak, weak. Useless. Okay, then last thing for today. I've got tons of energy to use in other stuff, but Doom Tower is unlocked. The reason why I wanted to unlock it as early as I could is because it just gives you resources. Now, it's hard. It is hard to get this done early on and actually get somewhere with it. So often you don't just try and auto it. Often you're going to need to actually play the game and control what you're doing. So things like landing abilities at the right time, saving abilities till the next wave if you can, all that type of stuff. But Daity's having an absolute crazy attack. Get the nuke away, and that is wave 1 done. Kale picks up speed. Daity gets back to his drop defense. It's just extra turns galore. This guy's insane. How many do you want to hit? How many? Get a freeze out. Probably didn't even need it, actually. Double kill. If we get a kill, should be a nuke anyway. So probably should have saved that freeze for now. But, oh, we've still got a drop defense. Because Daity does not care. He's like, yeah, who else do you want me to attack, boss? Tag me back in, Daity says. We just need one more turn back on our Kale. And then this is stage 1 done and dusted. Clean sweep. Easy street. Okay. So hopefully we get a few more runs like that where Daity's just going absolutely nuts and we can get ourselves right through to the boss. I'll try and get us there. Let's see if I can just go auto, actually. I'm interested to see how the auto runs. Obviously, first wave, totally fine because Kale gets everything going down. We're not doing anything too dissimilar to what I would be doing. That's what I'm looking for. Yeah, they get the full cleanse away, but that's actually okay. So the reason why you might step in is like you might be like, right now, Kale, I don't want you to use your A3 here. So your A2 here. I want to just save it for the next wave. That's when you might step in. And that's just kind of like good wave management, honestly. Might use something like this, but ultimately we're just saving abilities now until final wave. And then you hit auto again. So then they can just kind of like do what they want to do. And you know that you're going to clear it. So that's actually a massive tip. Like coming off of auto is one of the best things you can do if you are struggling to clear content. It doesn't mean you have to full manual. It just means you come off auto when you need to. Well, I've got to say, stage 9 was actually really tough with the squad that I had. I had to bring in a Diabolist to get the job done. But we're up against the Magma Dragon. I'm hoping I can just nuke this because I don't have any sort of provoke mechanics going on. So we're just going to go full damage. I don't want to burn this dude because he's going to heal from the burn. So my Mordecai way of giving me increased attack is actually kind of like a negative here. I'm going to use him on the waves anyway. Hopefully my Kale can just basically solo it. Sometimes I feel like in Doom Tower stuff, the waves are harder than... Certainly, when you're earlier level, the waves can be harder than the bosses. Freeze out where we can. Pull people onto the boss. Load the damage in. Someone's going to get wrecked. Hopefully, Daity goes nuts. Burns on us. Can't do much about that. Just A1s with KO. He does more damage with his A1 than his A2 on like single target boss stuff. Can't turn me to control him, but you can push your own turn meter forward. Triple. Nice. Thinks he's wrecking us. He kind of is, but we should be good. So, first 10 levels of Doom Tower done and dusted on day 4. There you go, guys. That's definitely the end of this video. It was a long one, but loads going on. And yeah, the free-to-play journey continues.